My main man, Shahid Muhammad, joins us, and he's also a very good friend of ours at the station. It's good to see you again, Shahid. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. You told a hell of a story earlier.
Thanks.
Do you remember the very first time you fell in love with art?
Well, yeah, like I was in school. I was in, I think either the 5th or 6th grade. I was drawing, and I went home. I was at home drawing because we had a school contest. And in this crazy story, I drew this little character, this man, and then when the contest came, that I think it was the next day or the following week, I won out of the whole school. I think it was either the whole class or the whole school. I can't remember, but that was my first experience of like, yo, I really got something going for myself.
Do you have a favorite subject that you like to draw?
I like to draw. Really, well, my favorite subject is drawing what I experienced. Yes.
Tell us more about what you experienced. You went through a really, really tough time growing up in Memphis. Tell us more about some of the things that you experienced.
Like I said, I grew up in the streets. I used to sell drugs. I did a lot of burglaries, a lot of the street life that I grew up on, the hustling and it was just a whole world of learned behaviors that I learned, and going through the incarcerations and losing friends to gun violence. All those type of things was like shaping me to be who I am today, you know. And so, like you was asking me earlier, what is the subject I like to draw? Is mainly like the stuff that I saw and went through to express, to strive to educate the youth about what I've been through. So maybe from my experience of life, they can learn from my experience and never want to go through that type of lifestyle.
If you had any words of wisdom for little kids, what can you tell them?
My one of the things I would ask them to strive to, the advice that I would give them is to learn to love themselves, learn to know who they really are. Don't strive not to fit into the in crowd, find their own identity, and study themselves, learn themselves, learn what they don't like and what they like. What else? And find out what they're good at, as far as a gift. Find their gift. Once they find their gift, like when I found my gift as being an artist, my true identity began to form.
You mentioned that you went to college for your artistry. Which college did you go to?
I went to Nosy Art College. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. And I also went to Bronx Community College for a couple of semesters as well.
What made you decide to come to Staten Island?
Well, when I came back to New York, because I was in New York 2004 for maybe a good 6 months, and I left. And because I was on drugs real bad. But one thing I noticed when I was up here, I seen the art world. I seen how New York was a big influence on the art world. So I said, once I get my life back once I get on the right course where I don't have a drug addiction, I was gonna come back to New York to learn more, study more. So like I said, once I went to college in Nosy in Nashville, I transferred and came up here to community college, and because like I said, New York is it's like the motherland of art, as far as in America. You see what I'm saying? New York, maybe California and Atlanta, but New York is like the Mecca to me.
Is there one thing that you're looking forward to now that you've been able to be on the straight and narrow?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot. One of the things I'm looking forward to is to continue to produce good art, as where people can study my art, people can learn from my art, people can advance from my art. And like I said, my world is basically everything I do is based around art. So the more I study art, the more I do things with art, my perception change each day. The older I get, my perception change. So like I said, the sky's the limit for me with the art world.
When you published your first book, how did it make you feel?
It was like a natural high. To publish my first book, to be able to have my own product, it was like amazing. To be able to publish my own book, to like have, but before I published my book, I used to sell art. For me to be able to tell my story through a book or through my art, every time I sell art or someone study or look at my art or purchase my art, it's amazing.
Oh, it was great to see you. Thank
right.
you so
Thank you.
much for sharing your story, and thank you so much for your time.
You too. Have a great day.